Hi, Scrappy Crafty friends, it's Laura. I'm back with the second part of yesterday's haul and a few more eclectic things. I was watching the Crazy Lamp Lady and she was shopping and she walked past a set of these glasses and said something about them, and I didn't quite catch it all, but she said sort of they're coming up in value. So I saw these yesterday in a store I was in. Unfortunately, it's missing a glass. Apparently the style was, the woman who made the style was Dorothy Thorpe. And if you get ones that are originally hers, they're really worth a lot of money. Mercury Fade and Roly-Poly glasses, they're called. So when I saw them, I thought, well, you know what? I think I've seen odd glasses like these in my travels, so it's probably worth picking this up. They're filthy. They need a good wash. And I'm hopefully will come across another one, a number 6. So they're quite neat. I guess Mad Men's another show that I never really watched, but they did a lot of drinking on that show, and apparently they drank out of these an awful lot. So I think that's why they've become popular. And it does have the carrier. It needs a little cleaning up. It's got a little bit of rust there, so I'll just have to touch it up. And we'll just hope that we find the 6th glass to go in there. So I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for those as I'm shopping, because glasses have been doing fairly well in my booth. I've been trying to pick up, more vintage mid-century type glasses. And the guy gave me those for $3, so that's not bad. And then in the free box in front of the museum sale were these. And now I grew up in places where there was sea and ocean, so seashells were just something that you picked up for free. But working at the Salvation Army, I noticed that whenever we had seashells, they sold like hotcakes. People love them. So I thought, there's a bit of damage on them, but I could still get a couple of dollars for them. So for free, I'm okay with that. So grab those 3 out of the free box. Where will I go next? Okay. These guys are for me. I love my teddies. I really do. And I have tried so hard not to get any more teddies, because my little apartment here is about 400 square feet. So there isn't a lot of room for teddies. But could you walk away from those two faces? I mean, really? Could they be any cuter? So they had to come home with me. I think I paid 75 cents a piece for them. This guy's a Barrington, and they do have cute teddies. I'm gonna give him a new ribbon. His ribbon looks kind of sad. And this guy is a Kensington. So by Russ. Oh, Kensington must be his name. He's by Russ Teddy Bears. So he's going to get a nice new ribbon, hey, and a good home. So those two were just for me. This guy I grabbed a couple of hauls ago. I was showing you that I grab little things like this, and I sell them for $1 or $2 in my booth, because it's a good way to draw the kids into your booth. So I just grabbed him yesterday to add to that little bunch of things. This, I don't know, it just appealed to me. Maggie B, I don't know anything about it. It actually, I guess, goes on your belt. I never wear a belt, but I love little things to put things in. It's just it's a sickness, I guess. It needs a good wash. It's pretty disgusting, but it's quite sweet. So I grabbed that. I think she charged me 50 cents for it. And in the last video, I was talking about mugs, and this was another one that I picked up for 50 cents. It just really appealed to me. Look at that. Is that not the cutest thing? It's like a grocery store, Mrs. Grocer and Mr. Grocer. and all their wares there, all the fruit and vegetables and the weigh scale, just really appealed. So, and apparently it's Bilton, made in England. And I looked them up. I didn't see this exact pattern. And I kind of go between eBay and Etsy and sometimes replacements.com, and then I reduce the price considerably from them. But they go for about $8 to $10. It doesn't have a lot of value, but I think I could still get $5 out of it. I think somebody will just like the look of it. So I grabbed that, and then I know I've been on the hunt for Starbucks mugs, because Starbucks mugs seem to have some value, and if you get certain cities, they really got crazy value. But this one actually is not Starbucks, it's Indigo. Okay, I have no idea if they're starting to become collectible or not, but I just liked the Great Bright North, So Canadians are well known for saying A. It's a bit stained, but that's a bit of baking soda. We'll clean that up. There's no chips or cracks or anything. It's just a really nice little mug. So that was 50 cents, and I'm sure I'll get, you know, $5 to $8 from it. So we can do that. Just grab this, 25 cents. I never let a bit of seam binding get by me if I can help it, and that's a pretty yellow. So grab that for 25 cents. What else have I got here? This appealed to me. This is mid-century, had a mid-century look to it. It's obviously, it's a creamer. Maybe somewhere in my travels I'll find the sugar, but 50 cents. But some people just like to collect little jugs, eh? So that might be, you know, that might appeal to someone as far as just having a little jug goes. And then speaking of jugs, I saw this in the window of one of the stores that I went in. It's a store that sells and raises money for animal rescue, dogs and whatnot. And I don't know what about it that I felt I had to have it. Now that is a flaw. That's not dirt. So I don't know. It seems a bit crudely done. I really don't know. And it doesn't say anything on the bottom except England. It obviously has quite some age, but there was just something about it. And the vintage and collectibles show that I'm in next weekend, there is going to be an antiques appraiser there. So I'm going to take this and see what he has to say, whether, you know, I'm really rich or I'm really stupid. But they only charge me $2 because it does have a wee chip here. And if it's not valuable at all, I'll just touch that with a bit of paint and sell it in my booth for $5 or something. But I don't know, there was just something about it that appealed to me. So we'll see. We'll see what's what. And then these I picked up yesterday. I've seen these from time to time. I've seen, you know, a set of 3. There was, oh, they're different sizes. Oh no, they're not. That one's just not down in the thing. I assume that's like sort of ketchup and mustard, or mustard and mayonnaise or something like that. They obviously should have little spoons, but I'm sure I could muster up a spoon somewhere. They need a bit of TLC, but I have no idea what to call them or who to attribute them to. There's no marking anywhere that I can find, but I do know they are sort of 60-ish, just by the pattern and sort of my vague memories of things like this being on people's tables when I was a younger person. So not sure what I'll do with them. And I was talking a few hauls ago about the snowmen and women that people are making using vintage salt and pepper shakers. And the guy impressed upon me yesterday that these were some kind, they're very heavy, so they are lead crystal, and it is cut, you know, which is desirable, I guess, in this sort of thing. The lids are kind of, But actually, I think they'll make really cute hats on the salt and pepper shakers. So I paid $5 for those, but I don't know, there was something about them. And then these guys I thought would be perfect snowmen because they're so roly-poly, and they have their little red lids will make for sort of a cute red hat right on top of them. So I got those two, and then this fellow was just sitting there kind of lonely. But he had a cute red lid again, so I grabbed him, and I paid $5 for them. I'm not sure what I paid for these guys, maybe $1.50 or something for those guys. And I really don't know. I don't know why. Except for the fact that I have a thing for this aluminum, this wherever aluminum. And again, this is kind of like the Pyrex pie plate that not Pyrex, what was it? The Fire King one that I picked up that just had a story to tell. I mean, look at how many pies were enjoyed out of this darn pie plate. I don't know. I'm sure I can't resell it for any kind of money at all. But I'll use it in my decor. I'll use it to display my jewelry at craft fairs. We'll see what I'll use it for. So that's part 2. Let's try for part 3. Take care.